Hey guys, what's going on? GassyMexican here, and this is Message Monday for 5/20/2013, and yeah, we also have Renee here as well.
Hi.
Hi there. Hi there. It's a stupid way to introduce
Hello
you.
there.
Hi, how you doing?
How you
nice
doing?
to meet you.
It's nice to have you on set.
Nice
today.
to have you on the show.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
Really great.
But I asked for questions for both of us again because you guys said you liked having her on. So every now and then, figured if she's up to it, we'll have her on the Message Mondays, and we'll do a dual com over questions and stuff. It's not really commentary. It's more of it's like a mini podcast answering questions.
It's a Q&A.
It's a Q&A. It's a Q&A. There's Q&A podcasts out there. That's
really?
a thing. I think so, yeah.
You guys do full-on podcasts with just questions?
I'm not going to speak for certain teasies, but no, I don't know.
I think you're lying. Let's get on to the
Certain teasies. That's a word. All right, anyways, first question is from Alex Lopez or Crazy Slayer, and they say, what games will you be playing on the stream? Hashtag MM, hashtag Message Monday. For those of you guys that don't know, Alex is referencing the 20-hour stream that we're going to be doing this Saturday, May 25th, starting at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and he's asking what games we're going to be playing. A bunch of them, for one.
For sure, we'll be playing Modern Warfare 2 4 Delta 1 mod, which is
on
a
the PC
game. So it's a free mod, so if you have Modern Warfare 2 on PC, which is it's $20 on Steam, so there's really no excuse not to get it if you have the cash.
Yeah. Especially if you already have it, it's free. So
we'll probably be giving out the IP and playing with viewers and
viewers like you.
Viewers like you.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm sure we'll also be playing big one we always play on streams is Left 4 Dead 2. That's a good one to play.
That's always fun, especially playing with viewers with that.
I don't know.
Probably some Mario Party 2.
Oh yeah, we'll
There's
play
probably a
some
part
Mario
where we
Party.
want to do that.
Somebody was requesting us play Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh god.
Which could be
the end of this relationship.
Yeah. It still could be fun because we're both terrible. Well, I know. No, actually, I think you might be decent.
I haven't played Brawl. I played Super Smash Bros.
I've only played Brawl, and I've
wait.
I played Brawl for a long time, and
Brawl's the one on the Wii, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't play that at all.
I played Brawl a lot, and I still didn't get any good at it.
Yeah.
I just button mashed.
Well,
or played as Kirby, which is
we survived Mario
cheating.
Party 2, which is a pretty good test of a relationship.
Yeah. Well, that's because we were getting our asses reamed by the
the
freaking computer.
We had a common goal to hate the computer and them progressing much more than we did, but maybe we'll do some Super Smash Bros. I'm down with that. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could play some Zelda or something. I don't know.
I could play some Zelda. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll get a full lineup going on.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff too is we kind of figured out on the fly. But we're definitely gonna go through and think of some games that would be good to play on the stream. But for ones, you'll probably definitely see Modern Warfare 2 PC, like she said, using the 4 Delta 1 mod, Mario Party 2, Left 4 Dead 2, and just in general, you can think of really good like multiplayer games. I'm sure. I think Diction already said that he's gonna join us for bits of it. He's not gonna be there the entire time, but we'll see if anybody else wants to join us from our group of friends and stuff. And yeah, should be good times. Hope to see you there. Thanks for your question, Alex, and let's move on to the next one.
Next question comes from
That's why I gave you that one. I wanted you to pronounce it.
Oin O'Riordan. I'm assuming that's Oin and not Eoin.
Yeah, probably
it's
Oin.
Like Oin.
Like Oin Gloin.
Oin Gloin.
From The Hobbit.
Yeah. Okay. Oin asks, hashtag MM, what is your favorite intro to a movie ever? I chose this question just because the best intro, well, okay, there's two of them.
I don't really have one, so this one's pretty much all
my
yours.
favorite of all time, and I'm a little biased because it's also my favorite movie of all time, is the introduction to Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, when he's trying to climb up the mountain face to save a little raccoon. I don't want to do any spoilers, but spoilers, the raccoon dies.
The movie's been out forever. I don't know where about
It's also something that happens within like the first 5 minutes. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite introductions of all time because it just perfectly sets the tone for that character and the entire movie because it's absolutely ridiculous. My second favorite one would be Monty Python and the Holy Grail because it's like the longest, most drawn out introduction of all time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, yeah, those are probably my top two.
Robin Hood Men in Tights also has a pretty good, decent one.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's all serious and stuff like that, and then completely unravels.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
I can't remember what the Spaceballs intro was.
It seems like movies that came out in the 90s.
In general, those types, yeah.
Like their intros were just a lot better.
They're a little more creative.
Nowadays, they're just not creative at all.
Yeah. So, those are her favorite intros. Like I said, I don't really have a favorite. I'm very bad with like, what's your favorite questions, like those types of questions. But I guess probably the Robin Hood Men in Tights for off the top of my head. Like she said, generally those movies from back then had better
And I mean,
intros.
the Star Wars intros also.
Yeah, Star Wars intros are always pretty cool.
That's pretty legendary.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. Now I'm thinking about it more.
But thanks for your question.
Ace Ventura: Nature Call, as always.
Thanks for your question, Oin. And
Oin.
let's move on to the next one.
Roin.
Next question comes from Darren Jamal, or Darian? No, it's Darian. Darian Jamal, or Hyper Deer Bear. And they say, hey, Gassy, serious question. Super serious here. Kirk or Picard? Hashtag Message Monday, hashtag MM. This is a very serious question, not to be taken lightly. And the answer is obviously Picard. So, moving on. Do you like Picard more than Kirk? Well, you've probably been more exposed to.
I've seen more Picard.
It's a little biased.
Because
I've introduced you to Star Trek.
They're completely different types of captains, though.
Yeah.
Kirk is the more,
it's really, it comes down to like, because there's a lot of people that like Kirk, but it's generally people enjoy his more because he's more like animated and like silly and stuff like that and cheesy.
He's just super cheesy.
I like Picard because he's more believable. He's more like, I don't know, respectable. He's kind of a very modest figure, you know.
He's just a badass.
He's a badass. He's a badass. Someone challenges him, he's like, hey.
I feel like if Kirk and Picard were like put into a room and taught and like forced to fight, like Kirk would be like, all right, let's fisticuffs, and Picard would just be like, let's sit down for a cup of tea.
Let's talk
and
this
he would
out.
just beat him with words.
Let's talk this out over some Earl Grey. First of all, you're a bitch.
Cat.
Here are the reasons why you're a bitch. Hi, Cat. Cat just jumped up on my lap here.
I heard her meow.
Yeah, you probably heard her meow go, meow.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I'm going to go with Picard. I'm going to say Renee's probably going to go with Picard because she hasn't really seen Kirk, but also, like, what you've seen of Kirk.
I like Picard a lot more than Kirk. It's more my sense of humor, too. He has a very dry sense of humor.
I should say, too, Star Trek The Next Generation is my favorite, like, series of it. Deep Space Nine's all right. Voyager's okay. Didn't really watch much of the earlier stuff, although me and Renee might go back just for the last to watch the earlier episodes because they're goofy and just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And also we just saw the newest Star Trek movie, so kind of in that mindset of seeing the earlier stuff of Star Trek. But definitely Picard, and I thank you for your question, Darian, and let's move on to the next one.
Next question comes from Darth Blader, who we have now nicknamed as Darth Bladder.
I've known him for a little while, too. I was going to say something.
We've called him, we started calling him Darth Bladder when we were playing Delta 1.
On the stream, I know. Hi, Darth Bladder.
All right, his question is, what do you find to be the most rewarding thing about what you do? Parentheses, YouTube, Twitch, Machinima.
I'll let you start.
Probably the most rewarding thing for me is just the opportunity to meet so many different types of people. I mean, you get that opportunity when you're anywhere on the internet, just being on Twitter or chatting in Twitch chats or any of that. You're going to have the opportunity to meet people, but I guess it's just the variation of people that I've been meeting. I'm not just meeting, average Joes like myself. I'm meeting people who are like the creators of some of my favorite games or industry professionals that I've seen in magazines, and I don't know, it's a really like crazy experience to know that like a couple of years ago I was like, oh man, like it would be so cool to meet these people, and now it's like, oh, like I have the opportunity to actually do that.
Yeah.
I think that probably just like the social aspect of it and all that is probably the most rewarding thing for me.
Yeah. Coming up with, or going along with that too, E3's coming up, and that's one thing last year when I first went to E3, it was like, oh, this is the thing I've always seen streamed or on TV, and now I'm actually on the show floor, and I can check out all the games and stuff like that, and meet, the people that are usually interviewed and stuff like that on TV and streams and whatnot. But yeah, I pretty much agree with you. With what you have said, you get to meet a lot of cool people. You make friends that you otherwise would not have made that have share common interests and stuff like that. Like you said, a lot of people meet and become friends over the internet, but it's kind of a different niche, I guess, of people that enjoy gaming and stuff like that and share interests and stuff regarding playing video games together and what types of video games and stuff. Obviously, it's really cool to see. It's an immediate feedback that you get from YouTube when you put up videos and stuff like that. You immediately can go through the comments and see what people thought within a span of like an hour or so. There's already a bunch of comments and stuff you can go through. and just seeing you guys. I mean, I've gotten messages. You've gotten messages, no doubt, of people saying that like, thanks, you really brightened up my day. You know, I was having a bad day. A bunch of shit happened. Blah 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 blah. Thanks for letting me just kind of escape and cheer up a little bit. Those comments are always cool and kind of motivating to keep us doing what we're doing. Twitch especially is really, really fun because that's all about interaction, you know?
Yeah.
That's like even more immediate than YouTube. YouTube, you wait a little bit for comments and ratings and stuff, but Twitch, it's right there. The chat's right there. You can interact with them. If you're playing a game you're not necessarily familiar with, there's people there that have played it and can help you out through it, you know? It's it's a really interesting experience, and I think it's a testament to how successful Twitch has become and that whole rising of people streaming online. And I think that's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to be even more interesting to see where it goes in the future. Yeah,
I'm pretty interested to see where it's going to lead all of us in the future.
In general, though, like you said, just the best way to sum it up is the social interaction that comes with it. So thanks for your question, Darth Bladder. Well, sorry, man.
Darth Bladder.
They've dubbed you Darth Bladder. I know I've known you for a little bit,
I'm sorry, you're Darth Bladder forever.
Thanks for your question, and let's move on to the next one. Next question comes in from Crystal Ports or Cripo329, and they say, are you guys going to Denver Comic-Con? If you are, what days? P.S. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Oh, I love you.
No, you can't say you love me.
Wait, is it a girl? This could be a guy named Crystal.
I don't know.
It's probably a girl, but you were the one that started making it creepy.
Whatever.
I was just gonna say,
yes, we're gonna be going to Denver Comic Con. What
we're gonna be there Saturday. I don't know what actual date that is. I can probably look it up right now. In fact, I am gonna look it up right now.
It's
Saturday.
the 30th through the 2nd.
Saturday is the 1st, so we will be there the 1st of June. That's when we'll be there.
It's the day before my birthday.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. Anyway, yeah, we'll be there. Probably just I don't think we really have any plans to go into any panels. We mostly just go to just walk around and
be around nerdy people and stuff.
Be around nerdy people, see all the cosplays.
See stuff
we always see really great Firefly cosplays at Denver Comic Con. And buy some nerdy stuff. That's where I get a lot of my T-shirts every year too, is from those Comic Cons.
Last year they had a TARDIS and a Dalek, I think, but back last year we weren't really
really into Doctor Who.
We weren't really into Doctor Who, and now like we.
Oh man, now it's gonna be. So
it's gonna be super awesome if they have that. I'm sure people that brought it last year. There was a TARDIS last year, so I'm assuming someone that brought it last year will probably bring it this year. So.
I hope so. It's
gonna be fun. Hopefully we'll see you there. We'll be there on Saturday. So June 1st, Saturday is when we'll be there. Just if you see us, come up and say hi. We're not shy at all, and you shouldn't be either. Just come up and say hi.
Normal people.
We're not gonna make you feel weird or awkward. It's fine. So yeah, that's when we'll be there. Hope to see any of you guys that are going there here locally in Denver. And let's move on, I think, to the last question of this week's Message Moon Day.
Next or last question comes from Sten Coleman at the Riddy M. ... I cut off your name, sorry. Dear Gassy and Renee, how do you take care of your awesome hairy face coat, also known as your beard of sexualness? For me, I take care of it by shaving it off every single day.
Yeah, it's a little known fact, but she actually has a bigger beard than I do.
It is, yeah.
She's burdened with like crazy lustrous hair that comes out.
It's kind of like the Santa Claus, you know, like how he shaves and it just grows back like even puffier every time. That's kind of how it is.
She shaves it, and we found kind of like a non corrosive, super intense acid that she can kind of spread on her face that prevents it from growing throughout the day, but it wears off by the end of the day. So.
Sometimes if I'm going to be out for like long periods of time, I get like latex and I just cover it over my chin and it kind of covers it up. Like when people wear those bald caps, like in movies, that's what I do, but I put it on my face.
Sometimes too, it causes an issue when we go to sleep. In bed, if we lay too close to each other, like her beard grows out during the nighttime, so it tangles with mine.
Yeah, it gets in his mouth. And
then like one of us rolls over, and then we're like, because we're literally having our hairs ripped out.
And then the cat gets caught in it. And it's
a big mess. It's a big mess. One time Zoe was lost. We woke up and she was inside Renee's beard, and we didn't know until she meowed. So
yeah,
it's but we got a system. We're fine tuning it. For me, I don't know. I just wash it when I wash my hair. I shampoo it and condition it.
That's Renee. The main thing.
Yeah, I condition it. If you want your beard to be not so scraggly and just...
If you want girls to like it.
Yeah.
Or boys.
Or boys, whatever. Not judging. But the best thing to do is condition it when you shower, as well as your hair.
And comb it.
And comb it. Yeah, Renee also combs my beard sometimes.
If it doesn't get combed, it gets really, really like hobo looking. So you have to make sure you condition and comb.
Mine's kind of hobo looking right now.
Just remember the 2 C's: condition and comb.
CC.
CC.
So that's going to do it for this week's Message Monday. Thanks to everybody that sent in their questions. If you guys want to try to send in your own questions for next week's Message Monday, best way and only way to do it is to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/GassyMexican, and every Monday sometime earlier in the afternoon, I'll tweet out asking for questions. You wait for that tweet, and you send me your questions using hashtag Message Monday or hashtag MM, and I go through and pick usually 5 or 6 questions per Message Monday. But yeah, thanks for everybody for watching. Thanks for Renee coming on.
Thanks for having me on the show, man.
Really great having you back.
It was such a great experience.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Always, of course. Absolutely.
All right, thanks guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
That's silly. First thing you think to do is you ready?
Mm-hmm. Right.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Oh my god, can't get it together. We're just gonna wait a moment. I'm gonna stop that recording and just say that.
No, we're good. All right.
Are you sure?
No, we're good. Just go. Okay.